Hey everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review of XL on Xbox. Now this was released on the 19th of the 5th, 2023, developed by Tiny Raw and published by Assemble Entertainment. And this is a sort of old school and classic inspired 3D top-down action adventure game in which you play as a character called Reid who gets shipwrecked on this strange world. She crashes in a ship and she's lost her memory basically. She doesn't have any recollection of really who she is in her former life or anything like that. And as you progress through the game, you'll slowly unravel her past as well as her connection to XL. Now, I really like this one. I am a big top-down adventure fan recently. I've been getting really into them. If you ever played like the old school sort of Zelda games and stuff like that, you'll probably really enjoy this one. It has the feel of like a Zelda game, but with like more modern aesthetics and sort of gameplay mechanics. Now, straight out the bat, the game has a beautiful, vibrant colour style to it. While I wouldn't say it's like super detailed in terms of like high quality, detailed assets, the way their environments look and the characters look and everything fits together, it just looks fantastic. You end up with these really vibrant, lush, sort of like overgrown worlds, and I enjoyed it immensely. Now, this is one of those classic games. You'll end up with a sword and a shield. You have to sort of dodge, parry attacks, use gadgets, solve puzzles to progress through a variety of different environments. There's also unique abilities as well that you'll unlock, which include like traveling through time to access like inaccessible areas or encounter enemies that are now in a different state, so they might be easier to defeat and stuff like that. Really, really cool. Full of like classic old school style dungeons. And a nice variety of enemies, boss fights, and interesting characters to meet along the way. Now, this game really does like have a nice emphasis on storytelling. I like that. I like the sci-fi aspect, but it still feels a bit fantasy as well. Obviously, it's a sci-fi world, but because it's like overgrown and stuff like that, and you're sort of seeing like everything's broken down and derelict at the beginning of the game and you're using a sword, it still feels like an old school sort of fantasy action like game, and I love that. I really, really enjoy it. Now, the game itself is really, really, really good. Some people may not enjoy like how the story goes and stuff like that, and at times it is a little bit glitchy, I'll give you that, but it's full of charm, it's full of just love and attention, and that's the sort of thing I look for in games. Now, I was lost for hours playing this one, really enjoyed it. It's priced at £13.49 as well. I mean, that is an absolute steal. So you can also pick up the complete edition for £18.49, and that includes some additional DLC, which features a new chapter. Now, I don't want to spoil what that is, and it does follow on from the end of the game, so once you've finished it, it gives you something else to play through. And you can pick that up as well separately for like £3.29. Now, this is one of those games where you'll die every now and again. There are lots of save points. Like you say, I've even shown my deaths in the video review because I wanted to show people that, like I say, we're not all perfect and we're not all great at these type of games, but it doesn't matter. There's so many frequent like checkpoints and save areas. You'll never truly like have to like troop back through hours of content or anything like that. Now, puzzle-wise as well, there's a lot of puzzles. There's also like collectibles to find, hidden items and stuff like that, so it gives you a reason to sort of go off the beaten path, not just sort of follow the story along, sort of explore every nook and cranny. Adds a lot more game time and like exploration to a game that was already pretty decent on its own. Now it's playable on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and other platforms as well. On Xbox, it's optimized for Series X and S consoles with 4K resolution, 60 FPS, and it also supports console keyboard and mouse. Now, I obviously played it with a pad, but having the option to have a keyboard and mouse support on a game like this is really cool. So, keyboard and mouse players out there, you're in for a winner. Now, overall, the gameplay itself is simple enough to learn, and I love that there's upgrades and everything to your equipment, your gadgets and everything like that. There are some points when you get a bit lost in the environments, but overall, there's a mini-map at the side, and it's pretty straightforward on what you've got to do. The writing's great, it's funny, and I really enjoyed it. There is a couple of bugs, but it doesn't spoil the experience overall, and it's at a rock bottom price for the amount of content you're going to get here. So check it out, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content, guys. Bye for now.